Let's get it on.
And we're live, ladies and gentlemen.
What is happening, everybody? Happy Wednesday. What a weird fucking week it's been. Golly. I just got to say, Jay Smooth, first and foremost, I think it's awesome that we can come on the show every single Wednesday and talk and vocalize and introduce artists of the world and artists of Chicago and make the city a better place. This is what we're here for. We're here to speak the truth. We're here to spread love. We're here to spread awareness of the arts in the city, man. For those of you who have never joined us here at Hawkwind's Radio Picture Show, we want to say welcome. This show is a welcoming, open environment to everybody, anybody and everybody, especially if you're interested in the arts of Chicago. On this show, we've had everything from filmmakers to puppeteers to musicians to bands to paranormal artists, and recently we've gotten into a lot of wrestlers. So we've got a lot of really fun stuff heading your way. If you guys have never been on the show, or if you know a friend who wants to be on the show, please send us a DM. Let us know that you're interested in being a part of it. Also check out some of our other videos as well. And if you really like the show today, please hit like, hit subscribe. It is a very simple act for you to do. It's just a couple clicks, but it means the world to us.
And it's free.
And it's free. Did we mention it's free?
Absolutely free.
Free 99. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. Well, again, thank you guys for joining us. My name is Jack Dwyer.
And I'm Jay Smooth.
Now, we have a really, really fun show for you guys tonight. And I just want to get right into it, man. This dude, I call him a brother because I really consider him a brother. We met in high school many, many years ago at Marist High School out on the south side of Chicago. And honestly, man, he came into my life at a very hard time, and he's always been there for me. He's a very good friend. He's gotten me through a lot of dark times, and I'm so glad that we still get to hang out on the weekends and get together. And we're starting to work out together too. I'm trying to get like this guy here.
Steroids, baby.
But no, he's not. He doesn't do that.
Man, look at 2025. I ain't lying to no damn body.
Well, everybody, please let me welcome you to Hawkwind's Radio Picture Show. My very good friend, a pro wrestler, a film buff, real life superhero. Everybody, please give it up for my very good friend and my brother, Mr. Christopher Dixon.
What's up, man?
Damn.
Chris, welcome to the show, man.
Thanks for having me. Look, your $100 is in the mail. I appreciate the warm reception.
You're getting paid? What the fuck?
Chris's family has been paying me to hang out with him for a while.
It's like, can you at least get his credit score up? Okay, all right.
Just by hanging out with him, Chris will be like 5 points up.
Yeah. Just by proxy. No, brother, I'm so glad you were able to make it tonight, and congratulations on the last episode of Super Wrestlers as well.
Yeah,
me and Jay Smooth were there hollering and cheering you on, my man.
Appreciate you for coming out, man.
Bill cosplay,
man. Look, never in a million years would I think that's what my wrestling career would be, because everybody's like, man, yeah, I want to go to WWE, and I want to be like on television, like AEW, TNA, all that good stuff, and it's just like, hey, man, you want to play Bill Cosby? I'm like, bro, I don't even think Bill Cosby want to be Bill Cosby right now. It was like, and then all of a sudden, I just showed up, and they had the sweater, and like I saw the crowd, and I'm like, oh damn, I'm getting the itch. And then 3 shows later, oh man.
I mean, it's absolutely a riot to see you perform as Bill Cosplay. Every time you get hit, you do the impression.
You got to
the
do.
facial
You
features.
see, the thing you got to understand. It takes a real genuine artiste to do what I do. No one can just get off the street making facial expressions, but it's like I'm like just every ancestor. I just looking down like, this is it. We peaked. This is it. End of the line. No more. We've done enough.
So tell us more about, how did Bill Cosplay come about? Wasn't your idea originally?
No. See, here's the thing with super wrestlers. So everything comes down like it's a group effort, but it starts with like the weird, crazy ass minds of CM Venom and Billy Wack, because back in the day they had a wrestling promotion in Chicago known as LWF, and that's where you got guys like Colt Cabana, CM Punk, like all these guys got their start. And now, years later, the Maestros have come together and created something that's just like, what if wrestling was a Saturday morning cartoon that was created by people that just like did a whole ass like line of like Colombian blow and then just like had a bowl of cereal and just like, yep, this is exactly what we wanted. And it's everything from Destructo, Chef de Le Mignon, USA Hole, Canadad, Bill Cosplay. It Cleopatra. Like it
Pubic Moose.
That man, look. Them damn cross-turnians is one thing, but Pubic Moose is like, believe it or not, good dude. Sheds a lot, made it work for him, turned it into a gimmick. You know, gotta make it do what it do. But it's just like, never in a million years. It's like, because I went to like the first show like a year ago, and I'm standing in line waiting to get in, and I'm seeing all my friends on the show. I'm seeing like all the people that I train with, and then all of a sudden one day I get an idea sent my way from one of the wrestlers. It's like, hey man, so like Billy Wack got this idea, he wants to be in touch, blah 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 blah. I'm like, all right. And then sure enough I get a DM. It's like, hey, I'm Billy. I'm like, shit. All right, damn. How you doing, sir? Oh, don't just call me Billy. And told me the idea. I'm not gonna say no to fucking Billy Wack, you know. Like, and then on top of that, I'm doing a wrestling show at the Concord Music Hall, which is like insane. Go there, and this is, you know, every once in a while you get an idea that just like clicks. Steven Flow fucking blew up and went viral. Like almost every magazine, like people to this day that don't even know wrestling, like, oh, you know Steven Flow? Like, yeah. And all of a sudden, theme music hits, hairline back to here, tight ass like Cosby sweater, theme music hits, everybody loses their shit. And I'm like, damn, this is like 700 fucking people in one building. And I'm like, oh, I'm a part of this now. Like, oh, don't fuck this up. And yeah, the rest is history, man. Like, it's somebody up there likes me. Is the best way I can describe that. But
amen to that.
Man.
Now, your first time ever putting on the sweater and getting into the character, were you nervous at all about how the reaction would be of people? Because obviously he's a very polarizing figure these days.
Yeah, because like when you got characters like USA Hole, and he's, you know, running around like, does anyone got any ice? Like my soda, like I need ice for my soda. I'm like, okay, so like, because like wrestling is like this weird amalgamation of like multiple art forms. It's stunt performing, you know, live theater, like almost like vaudeville in a way, where you got some of everything. You got horror, comedy, drama, and I mean, shit, take again WWE. One of the biggest characters was a Texas redneck who would go to work, drink on the job, and would fight his boss, and miraculously would get arrested and would come back the following week, do the same thing. Disclaimer, don't do that in real life. You will go to jail. You might see me. But it's just like, you know, I was like so damn nervous because it's like, you know, like it's one thing when you're in the audience and you're seeing it and it's like, oh, okay, but then it's like now it's on the other side of the fence, and like it's kind of like, I hate the phrase imposter syndrome, but like I feel it best applies because it's like, okay, yeah, I can wrestle and like I've done stuff and I've done training and like I work with these guys, I've had matches with them, but it's like I don't know if that means like I'm here. And the music hit, I came out, and like all those nerves, I was sweating bullets before the damn music hit. And then as soon as it happened, I walk out and I'm like, oh, I'm getting booed. I'm getting cheered. I'm getting laughed at. Some people were just like stunned, like silent, like, I can't fucking believe this. They got Bill Cosby in the fucking battle royal. Like, all right. And now it's to the point where they boo me, but at the same time, they also cheer. And some of them are disappointed when I do something underhanded. And it's like, I don't know if you know who I'm supposed to be, parodying, but it's like, I'm like, oh man, nah, the guy that spikes drinks is doing something shady. Shit. What's the world coming to?
Hey, and you're also spreading smiles and pudding pops. Don't forget the pudding pops.
Man, you see, the thing about the pudding pops is, I remember when it first came out, and now it's kind of like, it's weird because it's like, it's almost like a possession in a way. Like every time, like it's like I gotta say it. I gotta do the voice a little bit. But it's like I'm like, you know what? This might be the first and only chance I get to do this. I'm gonna go all out. I went to Jewel and got like $5 for like chocolate pudding mix, and I'm like throwing them out to the crowd and whatnot, and everyone's just like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. And it like, honestly, like, I don't care what happens, like, like, knock on wood, if something does happen and like I go a little bit further with the wrestling thing, automatic super wrestlers calls, like, yeah, I'm showing up. Like I gotta be there. So
yeah.
And you're doing a great job at it too, man. You really kick some fucking ass. You're a total badass.
I appreciate it. I feel like I spend most of the matches getting my ass whooped though. I think that's part of the charm. Is like, okay, take this power bomb, bam. And like, I like to think like part of that is like me acting, but it's like actually like, fuck, I haven't done this shit in 3 years. Like, because like people don't understand, like, it's one thing keeping up with like your weight training and like your cardio, but like, man, them bumps, Jesus Christ, it's oof. Like each one is the equivalent of like a 35-mile-an-hour car crash. Jeez. So when like especially when you get someone that's taller than you, which like I'm 5'6", so fuck, who isn't taller than me, but they give me a body slam. And there's a difference when I'm wrestling someone my size versus someone taller, because like that extra like drop, like that extra few feet is just like, oh, this is gonna suck. Like the next day after this past Sunday show, like just like lower back was just like, hey man, if we gonna do this, we might need to go back to training a little bit more frequently, because I got to callus up again because you done got kind of flabby. So, get at it. But, like, now I'm going back between two different gyms. I'm training at Wrestle League, which is my home fed over in the Berwyn Eagles Club. And the other one, I'm starting Monday, and I've been trying to start for like a long ass time. The Ice Pick Academy, located in Elmhurst. Vic Capri runs that program. Fantastic guy, really, really solid wrestler, great human being. But it's just like, he has this ability where like when you watch him wrestle, it's like, damn, what the fuck did he do to make him that mad? Like, why is he hitting him so hard? But it's like he just loves wrestling so much. So like, I can't wait to finally go in, next Monday and train. So it's long overdue, and I got no excuse because my buddy Shaq Jordan, that dude's incredible. Like, he's literally like a stone's throw away from getting signed to like any major company.
Nice.
And he plays Cypher on the Super Wrestler show. So it's like, all right, I got no excuse now. He dragging my ass to Elmhurst. So like, all right, I'm in.
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you find that a little easier to train when you got somebody with you, kind of keeping you accountable, keeping you going to the gym regularly instead of, maybe I'll take the week off? How much of it is a team sport compared to solo effort?
Honestly, it's about 50-50 until you get to the wrestling part. Like going to the gym, like I went Monday and Tuesday I had to take off due to family emergency. Today, couldn't go earlier. I'm going as soon as I leave. Then Thursday, then Friday, and I might go Saturday or Sunday to make up for not going Tuesday. But it's like that's the hard part, really, of just like, okay, man, look, you know what you got to do, go do it. Like, if you want this or not, like, you got to get in the gym. Wrestling is completely different because that is just, if you got someone to do a drive for a prolonged period of time, then it's like, okay, so like it's me, I'm on a road trip basically. So I'm already hyped up by the time I get there. But then once you get into wrestling, it kind of like turns into like its own like creature, because now it's like, okay, I want to learn how to do this. I want to like relearn how to do this. Oh shit, I still remember how to do this. And then you start like, it's kind of like you start playing a little bit. And it's like, okay, so yeah, let's have a match. Like, let me work on this, let me work on that. And then they'll come in with something like, okay, let me work on this, and then it becomes like this whole collaborative effort of like just a bunch of dance partners where it's kind of like, okay, so-and-so is good at technical wrestling, but they're good at lucha libre. Can you put these two styles together and see something amazing that you've never seen before? And more often than not, yeah. It's like, oh, okay, so like he's working this game and then he's going to do this to try to counter that. And it's just like, it's like the world's most painful game of yes and, where it's just like, okay, I give you a European uppercut. Okay, and I give you a stiff forearm. And then I give you a flying clothesline. All right, cool. And then I give you a drop kick. And not just any drop kick. I'm going to give you a shotgun drop kick because fuck you. That hurt. Here's a receipt. But I feel like anything is easier when you have someone to do it with that's like working like with you towards like the same goal of like, come on, man, like what happened to this version of this person that I knew. And like that's kind of like why I love like super wrestlers so much, because it was pretty much like I lost my drive. I got injured. ACLs, like anytime you got that kind of injury, it sucks. And it's like I'm getting older. Like I don't know if I really want to do this shit anymore. Like I should like get a real job and just like maybe my time has come. Maybe and then I start going to shows and it's like, okay, all right. And then now I'm in the show and it's like, oh, I don't know if I really want to do this. And then it's like, oh, but I'm having fun. And now it's just like, hey, dumbass, you clearly still love this. Just fucking do it. Like, you're gonna, like, spoiler alert, no one lives forever. You're not gonna be doing this or anything for the rest of your life. So just enjoy it while you can. And now it's just like, I want to do everything. Like I want to do ladder matches. Put me through the table. I'll get body slam on thumbtacks. Like all that good stuff is like, all right, okay. Like I don't know how work is gonna take to hearing that. Why are you calling out? Well, see, what happened was fucking fireball to the face. Huh? Nothing.
It's a ladder accident.
Yeah. So how did it happen? Well, I took a Canadian destroyer, missed the table, but hey, you know, we popped the shoulder back in. It's all good. It's like, what?
Now take us to the beginning of your wrestling days. You know, what made you originally want to get into it? What were some of your inspirations, and what still kind of is your motto to keep you going when you don't feel, you know, enthused to do it?
Like I was watching wrestling since I was a kid. I say since I was a kid, like I'm not a big ass kid now. But this is how bad the wrestling bug had struck, because it was the entire family. We had a basement TV and we had an upstairs TV, and every Monday my dad would go downstairs and I would have to help him bring up the basement TV. So he says it's you know, just for the optimal experience, but it's for him too, because like we want to watch Raw and Nitro at the same time, because it's like damn, which one are you gonna? So instead of like going back up and down, and then we found out, hey man, they do encores of Nitro, so you can just watch Raw first and then switch over to Nitro. And I'm like, okay, all right, but like I was watching it, Dad was watching it, Mom was watching it, Grandma was watching it, like the whole family, and everybody had their favorites. Like to me, the cruiserweights are what, like I know you got, you know, Stone Cold and The Rock and Undertaker and DX and like NWO, bro. Them cruiserweights though, and it was Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio, because that was like the most older versus younger brother sibling rivalry that like there's ever been in pro wrestling, where it's just like, I hate you, I love you, but I hate you, and we gonna have some of the best matches possible. And the one that did it for me, and like almost every single wrestler that, you know, started, like now it's probably gonna be Bayley versus Sasha Banks, you know, from like NXT TakeOver, where you know they had the Iron Woman match. And in the 90s, you had some really solid like matches that could like inspire people, like between Rob Van Dam and Jerry Lynn and ECW, you know, just like Hogan versus, you know, Andre the Giant, you know, when he body slammed him at WrestleMania 3, Steamboat, you know, Macho Man at WrestleMania 3, my match, and probably a lot of others that like, yeah, this is what I want to do. Halloween Havoc 1997, Rey Mysterio versus Eddie Guerrero for the Cruiserweight title. And it was, I believe it was a mask versus title match, where, because Ray didn't want to do it, because the initial plan was he was supposed to like lose and unmask. He's like, nah, man, I don't really want to do that. And like he thought about straight up like no showing, and then like literally Hail Mary Eric Bischoff just like reversed the decision, like, hey man, you're not losing your mask. I was like, oh, at least not yet. Okay, well, you know, so came in, banger ass match, and I always wanted to do it, but like I couldn't really find a school, didn't have the money. Fast forward, graduate college, I got a car, I got a pretty decent job, a little bit of independence, you know. I found this wrestling school at Hybrid Martial Arts and Fitness, 3933 North Elston, and fell in love with the place. I'm still cool with everybody there to this day. The Muay Thai guys, the boxing guys, and then now they got jiu-jitsu there, but they had a wrestling ring once upon a time. And it was Warwick Stevens, and Louis the Wrench Ramos. And like those are like my wrestling dads, because they got me in and like taught me everything that I know. And then you started adding like people like Shogun Chris Logan and Furious Shane Foster, and Quinn Whittick, who he's also in Super Wrestlers, is Vlad Bladder, and Cocaine from Juggalo Championship Wrestling. So it's like, and like coming up with Stephen Flo, back when he was the superhero Mr. 100, Joey Dalton. And it's just like, and the funny thing, it started as a way for me to lose weight and get in shape. Because like once upon a time, I was like damn near 300 pounds. Started doing pro wrestling. 298 became 250. 250 became 230. 230 became 215. And it's just like, oh shit, the healthier you are, the more you can do. So it's like, well, let me keep doing this. And then it's just like, you get that one little setback, that one injury, and it's like, man, I don't know if I want to do this. And you can, here's my honest to God opinion on something, especially if it's something that you love to do. That is not by accident. I believe people have their calling. If you find something that hey, I love it, I want to pursue it, this is in me to do it, even when you get a major setback, you can run from it, but it's going to find its way back to you. And sure enough, Facebook, this is why I fucking hate technology. September 15th of 2024, it's a photo of me in line outside Concord Music Hall, stretching around the block. September 15th, 2025, I wrestled and became the hot potato champion.
Yes, sir.
And I'm like, fuck, like literally a year's difference. Wow. So it's like you can run from your gift all you want. It will find you eventually, and you're going to have to answer the phone. It's either going to be, hey, I might not do this exactly like how I want it to, but this is still somewhere in the wheelhouse. Like, because when you're 25, everyone thinks they got life figured out. Oh, by this age, I'm going to have this, and then it's like, life is like, no, that's adorable. You going to still be broke as shit. But it's like, now it's like, I'm rediscovering other stuff, like screenwriting. Like something I went to college for. I was like, I want to be a filmmaker. And then I'm like, damn, this hard as fuck. Let me change my major to screenwriting. And then it's like, shit, I want to graduate in 4 years because I ain't trying to deal with all this debt. Let me just do a general concentration. But like my love is like, I still love film. I love writing. I love the possibility of directing and like producing. And now doing wrestling in a way, it's like I'm doing acting too. And I'm able to do my own stunts. So it's kind of like, damn, this shit kind of like all came full circle. It's like, I don't like that. It's like, damn, I like, someone up there like, yeah, motherfucker, you welcome. I'm like, shit.
The universe worked out for you.
Man. It's just like, it's weird because it's like, I'm 34, I'll be 35 next March. Despite the gray in the beard and the hairline, I look 50, but I still feel like every bit as young than when I first started. And it's just like, as long as I got that fire and as long as like I'm motivated, like, okay, I'm gonna keep going. I owe it to too many people, man, that like show up and support me, man. Like I can't be having y'all come to Super Wrestler shows and be like, hey man, Ain't seen you in the yeah, I quit. It's like, what the fuck you mean you quit? God damn it. Shit, get in there, do the car drive. Just, get back on the horse, man. But like, yeah, that's the biggest thing. It's just like, if you need to take a break, cool. If it's a year, if it's 3, in my case, or like 5 or whatever, I don't care. Just take it. But like, understand what is meant for you will come back around. Like, you ready now? And you got to answer it eventually. So
yeah. I think that's important. It's you see so many people right now talking about burnout, and they feel that, and even the things that they love to do. And it's like, if you do it so often and you don't have that time to step away from it, you don't get to appreciate how much you genuinely love it once you're away from it.
Yeah.
And then when you get back into it, that fire is it's burning on all cylinders, I wanted to know, what kept you motivated in that time off, and especially now, what are some of your the things that you do to get you in the right mindset? What are some of the ways that you hype yourself up to make it happen?
Honestly, good support system, friends and family. It's kind of sad in a way, because it's like, other people can know something's off and that you're not okay well before you do. And it's like, no, what do you mean? I'm fine. And it's like, nah, no, you're not. Something's off. And it's like, okay, well, I'm fine. And then we wake up one day and it's like, yeah, I don't like this anymore. I don't want to do this. And like, the burnout aspect of it is just like, okay, well, let me try and do other stuff. And then the other stuff, eventually it becomes like a coping mechanism. But then when you don't get like the same, I don't want to say high, but like when you don't get like the same like feeling as you used to, it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna eat my feelings. And it's like, well, I had all the restaurants in the neighborhood. I know which is trash, which is garbage, which one is okay, which one is good. And I'm kind of tired of doing that. And I had this last week, I had this yesterday. All right, well, I'm gonna start drinking. And it's like, okay, so bars are cool, get to flirt with the bartender. Maybe I get a free shot or 2 every once in a while. It's like, all right, great. And then that gets old. And then it's like, so now I'm just like stuck with nothing. And then eventually the only thing you can turn back to is what you used to do. And started getting back in the gym, monitoring my progress. And, like, dude, like, I'm an old soul, man. So like, I grew up on like, I'm a 90s baby, but I grew up on 80s movies of just that, hey man, shit sucks. Life ain't fair. But you got 2 choices. You can sit there and like bitch about it, or you can just like, get up, do better, try again, and like maybe shit'll be different. And like, dude, like, it's the Rocky soundtrack is on fucking repeat. Like, like I'm, doing bench presses, fucking Phil Collins, easy lover, just gotta hold on, you believe. And it's just like now I'm enjoying it again, because it's like, yeah, like this is when I'm at my most happy, because like I'm doing something for me, and then in a way I get to then use it for other people. I think that's an aspect of it too, is like, I'm just naturally a performer, whether I want to admit it or not. Where it's like, I just want to because like everyone has shitty days. Everyone has bad days where it's kind of like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. I want to just be at home. I don't want to get out of bed. But if I can do or say something, it doesn't always work. Sometimes it blows up in your face. But if I could, at the very least, temporarily change your mood from, even if it's from what the fuck to what the hell, then I'll take it, But like, it's that drive to perform, and then it's also like, like you're haunted by memory in a way of like, this is who I used to be, this is what I used to do. And then when you can like kind of still do it, and it's like, even after all this time, okay, what else can I still do? Then it becomes like a challenge, like, okay, I can't do this, but I can still do this. But maybe if I did this, then eventually I'll be able to do that again in addition to this. And then it's like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm back. Okay, let's do it. Let's go. Like, not like it's like literally once I get a proper sleep schedule, start drinking 8 glasses of water a day and moisturize, it's over for these hoes, man. It's game over, baby.
Sometimes it's the simple things like that that really just make the biggest difference, you know? Now, you've been in the wrestling game for quite some time now. What would you say is the highlight of your career thus far?
Ooh, shit. I'm gonna be honest, like, I've done some really cool shit in wrestling, like to start as a referee and then a manager and then as an actual in-ring performer. I had a multi-person tables, ladders, and chairs match. I went through a fucking table. I've fallen off the ladder. I still think, honestly, like, as cool as that is, and, you know, I did a camp, week-long camp in Carson, California, when they still had the LA dojo camps from New Japan, and I got to see Katsuyori Shibata, and I made him laugh multiple times when we were doing warm-ups, because it's like, he can do it, but he's so funny when he does it. And it's like, just to be able to like pop him, like the most serious, most intimidating dude in the room, and he's like, he just like has to, like, perfect. But like, honestly, I think I'd have to say super wrestlers, because it's like, it's not that far from me. Like, it's grown into this neighborhood phenomenon, and I get to be a part of it in some way and like help it grow and develop. And now it's just like I owe it to that promotion and to every other promotion that I get because of it to get my ass back into training full time. And you know, because like it's cool being Bill Cosplay, but sometimes you just want to be Chris Dixon, man. Like, sometimes you just gotta like just be like a cool ass dude that like can like wrestle pretty well. And like, if I can get back to doing that, then I feel like balance in a way will be restored. Like, I can do both. Like, if you need Bill Cosplay, you got Bill Cosplay. But if you also happen to want Chris Dixon, yeah, that motherfucker, he all right. He pretty good. It just won't be Drake Dixon again, because that whole Drake shit just, damn, that you can't be out here light skinned and your name Drake. That's just that's a rap, baby. That's it.
Oh man. Now let's get back to that then. You know, let's get back to Chris Dixon. For those who have never heard of Chris Dixon before, tell us more about yourself.
Alcoholic.
Hi, Chris.
It first started when but honestly, like, Chris is just this goofy, weird, awkward motherfucker that just like it, like, so lovable. But the hard part is that it's from outside sources, so it's kind of like, hey man, you know, you're a pretty cool dude, and you're this and you're that, and you're like, cool, man, maybe one day I'll believe it. But now it's kind of like, all right, motherfucker, you about to be 35 in like a few months, so you need to start believing it a bit. And it's just like, the best thing about Chris, he's not perfect. He fucks up like everybody else, but at this stage, you know, there's a maturity where it's like, hey, look, I can own up, I messed up, I'm sorry, I screwed up, I'll do better next time. And then you actually go and you get to do better next time. And in today's climate, that is a blessing, because, man, shit, you mess up now, that's you for the rest of your life, man. And just like to be able to like to be that person that's just like, yeah, you know, he ain't the best, but he trying. And like on occasion when he does get his shit together, really, 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 really solid. All right, cool. But like he's mostly just a dude, I think. Shit, like I'm talking about him like he's a different person. I'm a dude. You're a dude. He's a dude. Yeah,
We're all dudes.
Yeah. But it's like honestly, at the end of the day, I'm just somebody that's trying to make it so I can take care of other people. But now I kind of have enough of a backbone to be like, nah, I also want to take care of me too. Like I still want to, you know, get mom and grams a house and all that. But at the same time, you know, it wouldn't hurt to have a Corvette. You know, it wouldn't hurt to, you know, have a beach house. You know, but like that's the main thing. It's like Chris is the dude that like I feel finally decided to grow up and like realize if what you want is possible, then that means it's obtainable. You just have to take the steps necessary to go out and try to obtain it. And it took a while because like it's fucking scary going after what you want, but there's always a price of admission. You want to do this for a career, then hey, you want to wrestle, then that means yeah, it's shitty getting body slammed by somebody twice your size. It hurts. But if you make it to WWE or AEW and you got to do that every Monday, every Wednesday, yeah, it hurts. But you're making six figures. So, you know, getting body slammed to make six figures hurts. Not having six figure hurts. Pick your hurt. Right. You know, and like now it's kind of like just, you know, just even my dating life was kind of like, hey, you like this chick, you should probably say something. And it's like, nah, because what if, like, okay, yeah, what if, or what if you say something, it's like, oh, cool, took long enough. All right, because like at the end of the day, like I think what really did it for me was when I lost my pops. And it's weird because it's like 2 ACL surgeries, okay, bad car crash, somehow like 45 miles an hour on the expressway, I'm still here, okay, had Hodgkin's lymphoma my freshman year of college and could literally say, yeah, I beat cancer. And it's just like, okay, still dragging your feet, still shuffling around. Hey, your pops ain't here no more. Fuck, what? And then it's fucked up, but I think that was like the catalyst of like, damn, the person that I thought was always gonna be here is not here anymore. This is gonna happen to everybody. So it's like, fuck, yeah, you know what? Just go for it. Just whatever it is. Write your screenplay, fuck, do your short film, fucking get some studio time, record your album, right? Like, I don't care what the fuck it is. If you got time to do it, do it. If you got an hour, you got an hour. You got 30 minutes, you got 30 minutes. As long as you can say, yeah, fuck, I did this today. Because some people don't do shit, man. It's like, I remember this quote. I can't remember who said it. But it's, some people have been dead since 27, but they don't get told until 72 or 71. And it's like,
that's deep.
Man, it's like, damn, like, cause like, and I get it, like, it fucking sucks, you know. But I honestly feel like if I could best sum up like Chris Dixon, it's the guy that does what he has to do begrudgingly, but now a little bit more voluntarily as as well. The guy that does what he has to do so that he can one day do what he wants to do. So it's like therapy in a way. This is cool.
Now, that all that being said, where would you like to see yourself 5 years down the line?
Man, honestly, 5 years down the line, man, it's like a fucking job interview now. About to find out why I never got hired for most of these fucking places. Honestly, 5 years down the line, I want to see myself doing what I'm doing now, like still writing, still, wrestling, but on a bigger scale. Like I've found my niche. Because a lot of people are like, oh well, wrestling is fake, and like, yeah, okay, bro, like there's a lot of shit that's fake, but y'all fucking watch a show every fucking Sunday about fucking mushroom zombies and fucking dragons and shit and all that shit. Like, oh my God, they killed so and so. Like it's entertainment, and so to me, it's all in like one like massive pot. It's like it's all film. It's all creativity. It's all music. It's all television. It's everything that makes the world go around. So if I can, like, hey man, so I wrote something, even if it's a Tubi original, like, hey man, I got a fucking movie on Tubi, and enough people, they watch it on bad movie night or like, Halloween / night, whatever. All right, cool. But also at the same time, hey man, do you do commentary for like AEW? Yes, I do. Like whatever happens, like whether I'm in the ring or in front of the camera, behind it, whatever, as long as I get to say I'm living, like, I don't want to be like super rich. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to be broke either. But like as long as I can afford to live comfortably off of my talent, and I can take care of my friends and family, if I can do that in the next 5 years, that I've won. That's all I want. I just want to be able to, like, okay, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, and it's like, oh, okay, I can afford to do this. Like, I don't need to win an Oscar. I don't need to main event WrestleMania. I don't need to, become a multi-bajillionaire. I just like, hey, this is the things, these are the things that I'm good at. I can pay my rent. I can pay my bills. And if something comes up, like, hey, don't worry about it, I got you. If I can do that, then I'm good.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah, Mr. Entertainment, man. It's funny when those moments kind of hit you and you're like, this is it. Like you said, you're like, I've had this itch. It's gonna keep coming back to me. It's maybe my destiny to go out and do. And I'm very similar. When I lost my mother, it hit me like a ton of bricks that I wanted to get into entertainment, and I'm like, that's it. I'm like, there's nothing else. If it's not too much to ask, can you take us back to that time? When you lost your pops, and what influences hit you at that time? And obviously it's a hard time for anyone, but what were some of the things that kept you going through that time? And if there's anyone out there right now who's going through something like that, who maybe has been feeling like they've been dragging their feet, and what's the one thing you would tell them to add that spark under their ass and make it happen?
I would tell them at any point in time, because I am so tired of hearing this, and you've heard it, I've heard it, and there's a bunch of people listening have heard it. I am so fucking tired of hearing, oh, well, they're in a better place. Better place to you and better place to us are two different things. Better place to us is like he's still here and I can call him like, hey man, guess what happened at work today? Mm-hmm. Not I gotta visit him a couple of times a year and and I'm talking to a headstone, But I would say in terms of motivation, just imagine every single thing that you said that you wanted to do when they were here and they listened. Imagine that those weren't conversations, they're promises. If you can find a promise that you don't mind breaking to that person, okay. But something tells me it's going to be really fucking hard to do. And you're going to want to be like, nah, I said I would do this. And yeah, fuck, all right. Because honestly, that's what did it for me. Like, I wanted to be in film. Like, even since I was a kid, I was that nerd who, especially in my teenage years, I would go to Walmart every Tuesday to get like the new Blu-ray or like DVDs when they had like the special features. And I would literally watch the special features more than I would the movie, so I can see like the how-to, like, okay, this is how they filmed a car crash. This is how they make fake blood. This is how they do a fake severed hand, and this is how they make it look real, and this is how they film a fight scene, and this is how you do this camera angle. And it's like, you know what? Fuck it. Like, cause like I know for a fact that my dad, there was a lot of stuff that he wanted to do that he did not get to do. And that's gonna be with everybody. There's gonna be, like, we all got a list. And there's all, you know, going to be, you know, either a check or something's gonna get X'd out and it changes. But we're all gonna have a list. You owe it first to yourself, but also to them to try to like check off as much as you can, because, you know, as far as we know, that's it. You know, like, it's whatever ain't done, and you can't pass it off to somebody else because they got their own dreams and their own goals. So just take it day by day. Think of those like conversations that you had, like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. Don't see them as conversations, see them as promises. And if you can find one that you think, well, maybe I can tweak it a little bit, okay. This one I can't do, but I can do this, fine. But as long as you can find a promise that you can keep, I guarantee you're going to want to find another and another and another. I had pretty much all but given up, like, when I lost my pops. And then it's like, oh, I don't know what to do with myself now. Shit. Let me try to help people. And then I ended up getting a job with Chicago Police Department. And it's like, oh, I did not expect this. Okay. And it's like, between doing that and doing wrestling and you know, trying to work in film, it's incredible, because everything that I'm doing is based on trying to do for other people. Because for some reason, if I do for other people and I help other people, that helps me in a way. And maybe one day, in doing for others, I can look back and go, oh, and this is also what I did for myself. That's the hard part. But it's just like, sometimes you just got to be selfish, even if it's with yourself. You know, hey man, you want to go out and drink tonight? Nah, I'd rather do another 10 pages of the screenplay, because it's been sitting at 30 for like the last 2 weeks, and it's like, get some momentum, make it 40. You know, hey man, you want to eat this? Yeah, but I don't want to kind of, you know, wake up and feel like crap the next day. Let me eat something like that I know is gonna like get me to bed and I'm satisfied, so I'm not snacking tonight, and then I can wake up and start over fresh Monday. Hey, you want to, you know, stay in and not do anything? You know what? I'm kind of tired of doing that. Let's go out. Let's socialize. Let's meet people. You might find somebody that's got the same idea as you, like same goals, same, you know, now you got a new friend, and, you know, so on and so forth. It's just eventually, because everything is a fight. Getting out of bed is a fight. Going to a job you don't like is a fight. You owe it to them, because if you can see how they fought to still be here, regardless of the outcome, you have to fight too. That if you can keep that, like the promise thing aside, hey, I saw them fight as hard as they can, even if they knew it was futile, even if I knew it was futile, doctors knew, whoever, they still kept going. So if they can do that, motherfucker, you can too. Just get at it.
Right.
So,
man, I got the chills here now. I feel inspired. You're inspiring the masses, my man.
man, nah, that's the AC stop line. that shit just kicked in.
Oh man. Now take us on a little stroll through, your writing scene. You've been writing for such a long time. What is the movie? What is the story you've always wanted to tell through film?
Man, so here's the thing, and I kind of feel like, cause like it's like movie people, we all got like that one individual that we'll watch, and their themes are still present throughout everything that they do. Like Steven Spielberg, like his movies are always centered around family. Like even like even Jaws, the movie that kicked off his career, is a family film. It's a father who relocated his family. He's trying to do the best he can, and he has to not only keep his family safe, but everyone else's, even at the detriment to a corrupt mayor that's like, oh, tourist season, and I want to make money, And to me, the story that I felt that I gravitated towards the most, especially now that I've gotten older, it's, hey man, everybody's got a trauma. Everyone goes through stuff. It's gonna suck, but eventually, for better or worse, you can get through it. You will get through it, because at a certain point, again, it's not just it's not what just destiny. It's life in general. What you are running from, who you are running from, what you are running from, you're going to have to face it eventually. Because eventually, by the time you keep running, you'll find out that whatever you were running from was already there years ago, just waiting on you to finally catch up. So now what you gonna do? You gonna turn and run a different direction and the same thing happens, or go back from where you started? Or do you just like, all right, look, you here, I'm here, let's talk. And like, it's with everything. Like it's comic book movies, like horror films, comedies, action, I feel like now, me specifically, messages of hope, of like, yeah, like sometimes shit is gonna suck, but you can get through it. But like the main thing is like, also, shit's gonna suck, but it's also gonna be fun. You can still have fun. And like that's like kind of why I like horror movies so much, because like growing up, they were kind of like, yeah, like I like them, like they're the 80s, 90s, like, oh, titties, all right, cool. But like now that I'm older, like you get older and you realize, if life was a genre, it'd be a fucking horror film, dude.
Yeah, especially this last week. Yeah.
Bruh, man, it's like it'd be a fucking horror movie. Like every time you turn around, it's like, here's a fucking pandemic that's gonna shut down the entire world. Oh, also, by the way, this political party is gonna do something, and then that political party is gonna respond to it, and then we're gonna fight each other. And it's like what the fuck are we doing, dude? Like these are our neighbors. These are the people that are, you know, like your kids go to school with their kids, and now they can't talk to each other and have fun with each other because you as grown adults don't get along. Now the shit that you're fighting against, you're contributing to. You don't want division. You don't want, you know, this side versus that side, but you're making it that way. And then what do you think is going to happen? They're going to grow up and they're going to follow suit. And it's just like everything is like, it's really scary. It's really uncertain. No one knows what's going to happen. And it's like that. It's like that line from John Carpenter's The Thing. Like, everyone's all tired right now. Nobody trusts anybody. And it's getting to be that point every fucking day. And then if you don't have that, it's the horror of, well, how long am I going to be doing this job that I don't like? Like, you know, like I've been doing this for 2 years now. Then, oh shit, now it's 5. Oh fuck, now it's 10. And, you know, it's that. It's like, man, will I ever be able to afford a home? Oh fuck, like damn, tariffs and shit. Like, okay, how much is gas gonna go up? How much do eggs cost now? God damn, how much is the rent gonna be? Fuck. Like, it's like it never ends. It's like, if life was a movie, it'd be directed by Sam Raimi. Like, we're all in the Evil Dead movie. We're all in the fucking cabin. Somebody fucking found the book and the tape recorder and started playing it, and shit. Now we're all getting thrown around by severed hands and shit. It's bananas.
Yeah. You know, I think you made a good point of, like, you know, where do you identify with all this going on? And I think that's a part of the hero's journey, you know, of you hear all these stories of, you know, things aren't going to be great. Things are going to be in the shit. And especially if your climate is really shitty too, then how do you overcome that? And how do you identify yourself within this environment? And I think a lot of people will vibe with that. You know what I mean? Of like, you know, and it's such a weird thing nowadays, especially because like everyone's got an opinion, everyone's got a voice, but it's like, what are you going to do physically to make the world a better place when you're in this conundrum? Where's your hero's journey going to take you? Are you going to be a sheep? You're going to be a part of the herd? Are you going to be some jackass who fucking promotes his political opinion online, although they are not a credible source whatsoever?
Man, look.
Or how do you actually change the world, you know?
Yeah, it's scary, man, because it's like everybody, like you said, has a voice. Everyone has an opinion. But it's you know, again, like Jimmy Kimmel. You know, he said something and he lost his show. Like, it's indefinitely pulled off the air. You know, a week before, you know, love him or hate him, a man got fucking murdered in front of his wife and kids. Do I agree with anything that Charlie Kirk had to say? No. But I mean, do I want to like despite the quote, and I know everyone and you know is going to bring it up, and hell, I've even brought it up. Empathy is like, because imagine if that was you and your family saw it. You know, like, you don't like what the fuck he has to say? Cool, neither do I. He's a dumbass. Keep it moving.
Right.
And, you know,
don't show up. Yeah.
Because, like, one of two things is going to happen now. And they're already happening. There's going to be an even bigger divide. And shit that's already terrible is going to get worse. Or the retaliation factor of, okay, well, this side did this. No, it was your side that did it. Oh, and meanwhile, my whole thing is this. There was a school shooting that happened the same day that Charlie Kirk got assassinated. There was a shooting that happened today outside of Berwyn, and the vice fucking principal got killed.
Jeez.
So it's like, can we, like, regardless of like what fucking color you are, because to me it's all stupid anyway. Like, again, a house divided amongst itself can't stand. What do? Democrat Party, Republican Party. Okay, fuck. Seems like division to me. So fuck. Now the house is divided. At what point do we all just like go, hey, look, you don't like me, I don't like you, cool, whatever. Can we fix this fucking problem?
Right.
Because when it's getting to the point where, regardless of who's in office, you still have more shootings than there are days in the fucking, like, of the calendar year, man, something's got to get done, man.
Right.
Like, you know, like, people are fucking dying, kids are dying, they have been for too fucking long. Mm-hmm. Like, when does it stop?
You know what? I have a weird take on it. You know, when did it become normalized, and when did it become desensitized to see death so publicly? Like, you can go on Instagram right now and type in Charlie Kirk. The very first video is him getting shot, and you know, I really think you got to take it back to like 9/11, you know,
yeah.
Like, think about that. We were 10, 11, 12 around that time, and like, how many young kids saw thousands of people dying in a news clip at such a young age, and then like it's kind of just been a shitstorm ever since. And you know what's one thing that, and we said this on a previous podcast, is that one thing about post 9/11, it was so amazing to see Americans come together, and it wasn't left or right. It was us all together. It was Americans. And I think there's something to be said about that now, that with the whole Charlie Kirk thing being around 9/11 in such a divided country, it's not left, it's not right. It's an attack on America. I don't care what side of the you know, what political side you're on. I don't care what religion you have. I mean, I do. You're valid in your religion and in your celebration to freely express yourself. But if you don't see Charlie Kirk or these school shooters or any of these attacks going, that woman on the subway in North Carolina, in Charlotte, if you don't see any of these as an attack on the American people or as an attack on America in general, I think that's a part of the issue, is that you're not seeing your fellow Americans. And you know, after the Charlie Kirk thing, I didn't share anything because I was just on social media just watching the rip. Yeah. You know, people just getting even more divided. And, you know, I come from a police family that, like, I know enough to know to not make an opinion until all the facts come out.
Yeah.
Everybody is innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. And more information is always going to get spread out. So I was very adamant about not sharing anything until I saw this one video. And that's exactly what the guy said, is that until you realize that this is an attack on America, you're still going to be, you know, like a ostrich with your head in the ground. And it's really, really unfortunate, because it's like, it's not the left or the right that wants to see the country get pulled apart. It's other forces that are dividing and conquering the country as we speak. It's
I believe the phrase is the Kansas City shuffle, when you make them look left when they should have looked right. And it's just like, and again, like, there are some people out there that are conservative where it's like, shit, all right, dude, sure, bro, whatever the sky's green, cool, it's fucking green. And I can even admit, like, that there are liberals out there, and it's like, so what you gonna be oppressed about today? Cause and that's the thing that I feel people don't want to address. You got the far right, and you also have the far left, and it's just like, I kind of feel like there's everybody else where it's like, I don't agree with this and I don't agree with that. And then you just look and you go, oh shit, you got them too? Fuck. All right. Like, cause it's like at the end of the day, man, like, cause like, yeah, and people, people make jokes, people joke around, so on and so forth and whatnot. Like, it's the internet. The internet don't give a fuck. The internet is undefeated. Like, the day that man slumped over in that fucking chair, like, motherfuckers was making like fucking Wu-Tang Clan shirts, protect your neck, all that shit. Like, the internet, like, bro, it's fucking Wild West out here. But at the same time, it's like, cause like shit, I know what can happen to me. Like, I could be the nicest, most likable motherfucker on the planet. I could become a bajillionaire, pay off everyone's student loans and all that kind of shit. If I get killed on the highway in like a lumber trucking accident, that nigga didn't see Final Destination 2. Like, bro, like, come on, man. I'm like, damn. Like, yeah, shit, you should have stopped 5 cars back. I'd have changed lanes. It's like, I'm like, bro, it's like no matter what you do, it's gonna always be something, man. But it's like I feel like when you get older, you realize, like, you know what? Yeah, this side has valid points, and this side, has valid points. I understand. But when it gets to the point where it's almost like it's like this country is essentially in a gang war now. It's literally the biggest battle of like Crip versus Blood I've ever seen, because it's like, well, if you're blue, then you're this. If you're red, then you're this. And it's like, I know plenty of fucking people who are conservative leaning that aren't fucking racist, that aren't xenophobic or homophobic. I know plenty of liberals that, yeah, they do believe in the fucking Second Amendment. They do believe, hey, you know what? Like, I can understand, freedom of speech and so on and so forth, and I might not agree with every fucking thing, but you know what? Yeah, some of those points are, pretty bad. Because, like, we got to understand as people, and we've been conditioned to think otherwise. You, Jay, me, like, each and every one of us, we all got differences, we all got similarities, but we are all unique. We are all multifaceted. No one is just one thing. There are things that I'm liberal about. There are things that I'm conservative about. Do I think weed should be legal at the federal level? Abso-fucking-lutely. Do I believe police officers should be able to smoke it? Yes. The amount of stress that, any first responder really, the amount of stress, violence, domestic, all that kind of shit. So, like, if you get, like, your RDOs and you got 2 days off, hey, man, dude, just take an edible, light up, and just chill. Just enjoy yourself. But at the same time, I ain't gonna lie, man, fuck taxes. like, I think that's, like we can all agree on, man. Like, so wait a minute, you had, like, fucking 8 more kids, and you get to buy a fucking helicopter. Meanwhile, I gotta go to Jimmy John's and take $1. Like, yeah, let me get four loaves of bread. No, that's for the month. That's just, but like,
I'll put it in my fridge.
Look, but like that, I honestly think that's the biggest issue that we deal with right now, is that it's so easy to divide us, because it kind of feels like there's almost a new distraction every week. And, like, I don't like doing the whole conspiracy theory thing. Like, I ain't trying to go full Alex Jones, like, the fucking frogs are gay. But it's like, every time you turn around, it's like, oh, man, that's fucked up. What about that list, though? Oh, shit, the aliens are real. Damn, word? That's cool. What about that list? I'm like, yeah, look, and it's just like, and it's almost like it's a game. Where we know it's rigged, we know we're being controlled, but none of us say anything about it. And if we do, it kind of feels like, okay, well, I'm gonna unplug the controller, or hey, okay, so you got the gold star, so now you're in the lead now. Oh, so I'm above. Oh, that's not my problem anymore. And and that's why I say, like, when you asked earlier, in like the next 5 years, like, where do you see yourself? Like, I living comfortably. I don't want to be super, I don't need a fucking house in like every fucking country in the world. I don't need a fucking gold toilet. I just, like, hey, if like someone I care about needs to go to the fucking hospital, do I have the insurance to cover the entire procedure? That's it. That's all I want to be able to do. But and for millions of Americans, red or blue, it's shit. Okay, so I didn't eat today, but I also need gas so I can get to work. I get paid tomorrow, so do I risk not being able to get to work, or do I like risk being hungry? And like, one person having to make that fucking decision is too much. There's 300 million plus people in this country, and a majority of them have to make that decision. That
It's not right.
It's honestly, it's weird, because like, we watch all these movies about like dystopian futures, and everyone thinks the apocalypse, when it happens, it's barren wastelands and like rusted out vehicles and like skulls and dead bodies everywhere. It's like, nah, it's just regular modern life, cell phones and everything else. You just, everything is broadcast now. You're still struggling. We're still living in the end of days and whatnot, but it's like, hey, you know what, bro, this new fucking iPhone, man, like, damn,
You're comfortably distracted,
right?
Yeah. I'm a firm believer that a two-party system is a failure to democracy. I don't think red or blue is the right choice, and it's like you said, there's so much in between, in the middle, that people can totally relate on. And I really wish that that might become a thing one day, because I think whether red or blue, there's all these corrupt, rich billionaires who are just profiting off of people. And it's the 1% that we always speak of that own the majority of the wealth. And like you said, it shouldn't be this hard to just live, thrive, and survive in America. And it's really sad because when I was younger, I was really into like Hunter S. Thompson, and the pursuit of the American dream. And I would always ask people, what's your idea of the American dream? And I was always really like enthusiastic and like hopeful about what people would say. But nowadays, I don't even fucking ask it, because I think it's fucking dead, dude. I think it's dead. I think we became into the idea that the American dream is a dream for people outside of our country. Yeah. We're not even worried about the people who are in this country, who want to have life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Yeah. And it's fucked up, and that's what's adding to the mental health crisis. That's why you got the Kia boys stealing my car and like going committing crimes, because crime pays more than a 9 to 5. Yeah. Even if you got the 9 to 5, that still isn't enough to cut it, especially if you got kids. Yeah. Like, it's really messed up. America's really sick right now, and I'm hopeful that we can turn it around, but man, there's got to be a revolution of some sorts. Man, something's got to give.
And it's at the point now where it's like, and I try to argue this with people, even criminals, crime is a mental illness. It's like, man, nah, they made their choice. It's like, okay, so like, not to go in, on a soapbox and any more than I already have, and like social, economic, political issues aside, but you don't think that a fucking 14, 15-year-old 3D printing a ghost gun to stick up a convenience store is a cry for help?
Right.
Like, because in their mind, this is all that they're able to do at this time in this moment, so they can make money, so that them and their siblings or whoever don't go hungry. Mm-hmm. this is, what parents can do. Like, yeah, they know it's wrong, and some, like, don't get me wrong, like, and that's another thing. Like, quick little detour. The like the Disneyfication of everything. Of like, well, if this person's bad, it's because when they were a kid, Scoutmaster Lumpus touched them in their no parts, or they were never hugged enough as a kid, and so on and so forth. Nah, some motherfuckers just evil. Some people do fucked up shit because like they like I've seen people that have done the smallest thing that, like, I've seen people shoplift from Walgreens, and it's diapers and formula and chicken nugget dinosaurs for their kids, and they felt so fucking horrible because this is what they had to do to provide for their child. And then you got people, 2-parent household, 6-figure salary, and it's just, fucker wouldn't shut up, so I shot him. It's like, okay. And it's just like, you gotta understand, like, people fucking cry for help in a multitude of ways, but like, yeah, man, it's fucking hard because you got people that they don't see the cry for help. All they see is the act that was committed during that cry. And again, so, the hard part is realizing that sometimes it's not a cry for help. It's just that some people are just like, they actually like hurting people. But,
and society has failed him, I think.
Yeah.
I think it's fair to say across the board, society's failed a lot of people. And when you grow up in a culture that celebrates violence, it's like that's the only thing you see, that's the only thing you know. And again, not to like condone violence by any means, but some people also just can't decipher right from wrong all the time. Whether it be a mental condition or nature versus nurture. Some people just, aren't taught that. Some people have never gotten smacked in the fucking mouth sometimes,
man,
too.
Look,
it shows.
Man, shit, if I ever run for office, I am bringing back ass whoopings. Some people, like you said, like some people ain't never fucking got hit with that fucking Hot Wheels track or that wooden spoon. Like motherfucker, because you knew you was gonna get it.
I got that a lot.
You man, look, you knew. For me, the worst one was when like mom was in the middle of cleaning, and I already knew because like whatever she was cleaning with, that's what she was gonna use to fuck me up. So like I can't vacuum, but I got this cord. And I'm like, man, I knew what time it was. I swear to God, on some Mortal Kombat shit, I took off. Get over here. Like, god damn. This hurts me more than it hurts you. Bitch, let me whoop your ass then. Shit. I mean, and that's that. Like, again, it's like going back to what you said earlier about the American dream. Like I remember that George Carlin joke, like it's called the American dream because you got to be asleep to believe it. And you got so much shit going on. You got you don't hear about it as much, but when I was coming up, man, like the whole, like the teen pregnancy thing, like babies having babies and you still have it, but it's just like, did it get better? Or is this just yet another thing that we've become desensitized to and it's not talked about as much now? You got grandmas in their 20s and no one's like, that's fucked up, but, it's just, it's like, it's a rat race, man. And maybe one day, like you said, like when 9/11 hit, and I remember they rolled the fucking television into the classroom when that happened, and I'm thinking like, okay, well, you know, movie time, like, yay,
Bill,
like, like we gonna do it like, yeah, we gonna get the movies, go to watch the Airbud, go to the Retriever, go see the dog, make a 3-pointer. It's gonna be beautiful. But it's like, you know, but then that happened, and it's like, shit, like I'm literally watching in real time 2 planes crash into a monument where there are people inside. And now that I'm older, everything that I thought was the building and the debris wasn't the building. It was people jumping because they figured, well, shit, I'd rather jump to my death than burn to death. And I honestly think that was, you know, that's what it takes. Like you and me, like we like, you know, we all like comic books, and you know, one of the best graphic novels of all time is, you know, Alan Moore's The Watchmen. And even though Ozymandias is, you know, the big bad at the end, his whole thing is like, yeah, well, I figured out how to bring about world peace, and I'm gonna do it regardless. And you know, the movies, you know, is a bit different, but the comic book is. So yeah, here's this like alien invasion. It's like a big giant fucking octopus monster. It's fucking up every country on the planet. You can fight it together, or you can die, you know, trying to stage your own unique last stand. But you might have a better shot if you do it together. And it's kind of fucked up that that feels where it's going. You know, that feels where it's like, okay, so what's the next? And the fact that it can even be used as a term to describe something is, you know, is fucked up in and of itself. But like, what's the next 9/11 around the corner, you know, where something that catastrophic has to happen, where it's like, damn, we really in this shit together. Hey man, we should like knock this shit off and like start working together. Cause man, like, I don't know about you, but bro, I'm fucking tired of historical events happening while I'm alive.
Right.
Like, it's like almost every other, like, we gonna have grandkids one day, and they gonna be like, God damn, this is ridiculous. It's like, yeah, and that was just Monday. Look at what happened on Wednesday. I said, what the fuck? Yeah, all this was in the span of a week. Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. And I was giving all my rent money to BlackRock and Vanguard.
Right.
Yeah. I was really trying to save up for that American dream home, but just fucking slaving away to BlackRock and Vanguard.
Man.
Man.
Should have had 12 children for that tax money, man.
Man,
Yeah.
look, shit, it ain't too late. Look. Do what you gotta do, man.
Oh, man. I don't know. I couldn't even imagine bringing a kid into this right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's such a scary idea. Excuse me. I know that was an appropriate time to burp.
I ain't gonna lie,
Better out
man.
than in, right?
Look, it's crazy, bro. Like, I think about that sometimes too. Like, you know, like part of me like wants to do like, you know, the family thing, but then like part of me is also like, motherfucker, you still a kid yourself. You gotta take care of you. But then it's like I see so many fucking parents, and it's just like hats off to them. Like, I don't know how you do it, especially in this, you know, climate that we're in now. Cause it's like it's fucked up, but it's like every time you send your kid to school, that could be the last time you see them, and that's the reality for so many fucking parents in this country, and it's fucking heartbreaking. And then you got some parents that's just like, I don't know how you fucking found someone to have kids, but damn it, that gives me hope, and I'ma just keep fucking going, because Jesus Christ.
I'll just keep fucking.
You know, it's scary to think that the birth rate is declining right now.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
I was reading this thing, and they're like, you know, a lot of people who are going to get onto Social Security aren't going to have people funding their Social Security because there's just not going to be as many young people anymore. And that's kind of frightening, but it's also like it's kind of a snake eating its own tail. It's the economy that you've built. People don't feel comfortable having kids, and it's really terrible all around.
You know, it's the point where if you can afford to live by yourself, hey man, great. But that's a fucking struggle, you know. And okay, you think it's gonna get better if you find somebody else to like move in and share the responsibility and so on and so forth. But what happens? Oh, you got 2 people living here now? Cool. Rent increase. Well, hold on, motherfucker. Wait, whoa. Hey, like I'm
Is this
paying.
an asset that's appreciating in value over time? I don't fucking think
You
so.
know, like
Greg, go fix the AC unit.
like, hey, motherfucker,
Greg.
I'm
Fucking Greg.
I'm paying for a fucking 3-bedroom, and now that I found somebody else to like have a fucking bedroom with, you want to go like motherfucker, like goddamn, do something about that fucking mold in the goddamn basement, motherfucker, like shit, like. But it's just like, you know, like it's a problem that fixes itself, you know, like, oh man, you know, the birth rate's declining. Okay, well maybe if it doesn't cost an arm and a leg to be alive as just one fucking person, then maybe people might be more inclined to have kids.
Right.
You know, cause you know, like we joke, but like it's fucked up. But like some people, having kids is like the only like financial reprieve they have, because they know, well, fuck, if we get this many, then this is how much we get back during tax return. And like it's, you know, again, you know, we joke like, God damn it, how come they can get this? And you know, but it's like, but for many people that's a fucking survival tactic. And it's like, we could make fun of the person and, you know, take it to the nth degree where we put all the blame on them, or we could just be like, hey man, maybe we could like fix this fucked up system and they won't feel the need to have to do that.
Right.
And it's like, nah, we'll keep it.
No, we're profiting off them way more now than if they revolted and educated them. Because I think that's the other thing. One of my favorite quotes is from Nelson Mandela, and he said, "The strongest weapon you can use to change the world is education."
Yeah.
And like that, when I read that, that hit me like a ton of bricks. And it's so true, just because like a lot of people aren't aware of Vanguard and BlackRock and all these evil corporations, and even when you have somebody who steps out of line to like address this stuff, they're very quickly hushed back into the herd or taken out, or something happens. And it's just, you know,
or even worse, like, all right, well, you know, if you just wanted to cut, you should have said something. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, they're great. They're like, oh, motherfucker, how you change up real, you know?
right.
But it's like,
how do we educate the masses though? How do we educate folks to make it a better world? Does it start with guns? Does it start with laws? Does it start with politicians? Does it start within ourselves when we're at the Thanksgiving table and having these conversations?
honestly,
Where does it start?
I think that's it. I think it's conversation. I think it's having the messy, nasty, vitriolic, like, shout fest until you're fucking red in the face, and then it's like, hey man, you want a beer? Yeah, me too. I'm fucking tired. And then you go again. But like, that's the thing. Like, we've become a country that's just so, again, it's like the Disneyfication of everything, you know, where it's like, oh, we don't talk about this, we don't talk about that, you know, and everyone's misunderstood, and you just gotta like sit down and like understand that even this, right now, what we're doing, and the people that you had on before me, the people that you had on after me, this is education, because you're talking to a different person every week from a different background, different social status, different religion, orientation, whatever have you, gender. And this is what needs to keep happening. Also, art. Like, because like there have been plenty of fucking times where, where I've been heartbroken, dejected, rejected, sad, so on and so forth. And man, and there was a movie or a song or a TV show or a cartoon or a book, and just for however many minutes, however many hours, took me out of it and took me someplace else to like decompress. It's also having the uncomfortable moments of, okay, so we now live in a world where, say something, somebody, doesn't like, and your TV show gets revoked. But it's always been, like the Charlie Kirk thing, unfortunately, is nothing new. Say something we don't like, you get dealt with. Malcolm X, he got dealt with. Martin Luther King got dealt with. Jesus, got dealt with. And, not comparing him, to those figures, but it's the same MO. Hey, I don't like what he's doing. I don't like what he's saying. Okay, we'll deal with it. And again, me personally, firm believer. If someone says something that's dumb as fuck, okay, let them out themselves. If their followers, latch on to it, great. Now you know that there are even more dumbass people that are out there that are just like this, right? So shouldn't that motivate you to help educate further? Shouldn't that, like, okay, well, I can't do anything for them, but maybe I can do this for them? Shouldn't this spark, a debate of sorts of like, okay, well, this is what some people believe, and this is what I believe, and they're going to teach whoever they're going to teach what they believe, and so on and so forth, because it's a never-ending cycle. There will always be political discourse. Man, I'm so fucking tired of fucking pronouns and all this fucking, like, if somebody wants to be called a she or he or they or them, motherfucker, it's not hard. Just do it.
I don't think people realize how easy it is just to say they.
You know what I mean, bro? I use pronouns all the fucking time.
Say they.
Like
it could be a burly man, and you could still say they want some brawny paper towel.
Yeah, and like bro, like imagine being mad at something that we've all fucking, like, since the moment we learned proper English, we like. You go to a fucking restaurant, so who ordered the double deluxe with fries? He did. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, like it's not that fucking hard. And the fact that you got people that are like so hard up about it is like, you're probably
profiting off it. Like that. Who's that one chick who went to Disney and she was like taking photos in the bathroom? Lily Turner. I think
something
like that. Canceled. But anyways,
but
I'm with you on that. I'm like, I it's America. I think you have the right to freedom of expression. You have the right to identify the way you want to identify. Doesn't mean you have to have everybody, play along all the time. Your rights end where other people's begin, But I think, like, going back to the education of it, I think the biggest thing is just to have empathy and understanding and educate your peers about it, and holding peers accountable for stuff. Yeah. Some talking to somebody who's a couple generations older about, transgenderism, it probably is going to make their heads explode because they don't understand, and they might not ever understand. But you can at least teach them the empathy and teach them the moral compass of how to navigate around it.
Yeah.
Because that's holding your peers accountable. That's having that conversation. So the next time you're at a restaurant and there's a transgender person as your waiter, you don't have them say the wrong thing and then it blows up and then you're on TikTok or whatever. But again, I think that goes into a lot of other issues too, is just having that conversation, having that discourse, keeping your peers accountable.
Yeah.
It's the biggest thing.
Cause me personally, like I have a lot of friends and family, or, friends that are like family that are in the LGBT community. And, if anything happened to them, like, dude, I'm gonna be fucking pissed, bro. Especially because it's like, it's one thing if somebody doesn't understand it. Okay, cool. But then you got some people that do, and they just choose to be assholes about it. You know what? That's fine too, because why waste the time? Why waste the effort? I already know nothing's gonna get through to you. But the main thing is, as long as we can fucking agree, hey, people are people, life is fucking hard, and if this is what this person can do to make that life somewhat more bearable, if they choose to identify as something or someone, or whatever they choose their pronoun to be, if it works for them and it's not bothering you, it has no bearing on your life, why do you give a fuck?
Right.
And so many people, and that's honestly the biggest issue that I think that we have, is because it goes back to like the conversation of the game. Well, what is it about them that's different? Because if we can highlight the differences, then we can do so much more damage. And it's like, I don't give a fuck. Okay, cool. Like, she likes making out with chicks. Motherfucker, me too.
We have a lot in common.
Like, damn. It's like, but like, okay, damn, shit. She like blondes with big titties. I like blondes with big titties. Okay, motherfucker, can you fix the economy? Can you can you make eggs not cost $10 a fucking carton? God damn. Like, we still fucking struggle. Can you remove these bitch ass tariffs? Can you help the farmers and all that kind of shit so they don't fucking like lose their crops and whatnot? Can you cause is there any, it's fucked up to say, but like, I think the last time there was something that got us together as a people, like besides 9/11, it was COVID. And I kind of feel like, even with the division in that, like vax versus anti-vax, masked versus unmasked, still that, that little bit of a moment of like clarity. And I hope it wasn't just a select few. I hope it was everyone, where we got to just see, fuck, we're the problem. Animals are coming back into the city that we've never seen. The damage to the ozone layer and carbon emissions and carbon footprints, like almost like reduced by half and started to heal itself. Wherever you were in the city of Chicago, you can get to fucking Lakeshore Drive in like 5 minutes. Like, oh shit, it's us. Okay, cool. We're the virus. We're the big bad. And then that shit was like, that bitch got a mask on. She done. Well, you're insensitive, and I'm immunocompromised. You're an asshole, and blah, 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 blah. And it's like, oh, that was nice while it fucking lasted. That was.
Humans could be the worst problem about the world, but we can also be the best solution for it too.
Yeah.
I think as long as we re-steer the navigational V course, I think we can get back on the right track.
I mean, look, hey, cause right now, baby, we all by the van down by the river. We all in that motherfucker.
We're all that guy. We're slugging coffee. Chris Farley, what a guy. If you don't mind me asking, how long have you been on the Chicago Police Force?
Going on about 3 years. Damn.
Can you tell us any crazy stories?
Oh my goodness. We gonna be here.
And remember, we're on air. You can say next question.
We gonna be here. We gonna be here a minute, baby. God damn. So this happened in like near around Mount Greenwood area, like a little cul-de-sac area, and nice houses. But this was like in October, so it's already spooky as shit. It's Halloween night. All the fucking houses look like they were either in the Nightmare on Elm Street or fucking Halloween. And we get a call, and I'm in the wagon. So all we're mainly doing is like transports and shit. And legitimately, like 5-6 police officers in that house. Father comes to the door, cute little dog. I think if I remember, it was like a Labradoodle. And then we're like, okay, so what happened? Yeah, so my daughter's imaginary boyfriend asked her mom if it was okay to marry her, and apparently Trevor said no, she won't let us get married. So the daughter, in her infinite wisdom, decided to like stab her mom like a shit ton of times. Now, thankfully, she lived, and it's just a, it's a mental illness call, and she just needs to get back on her medication. So where is she? Oh, she's in the basement. And I'm thinking to myself, fuck. Here we go. Here we fucking go.
Happy Halloween.
And we go down
no.
into the basement, and she's talking to herself. She's talking to herself. And thankfully, she doesn't, like, because I'm thinking like, this bitch under the stairs. Like soon one step, that's your Achilles tendon. Like, and then sure enough, all of a sudden, she turns, and there's the knife, and I'm like, okay, this is okay, we in the shit now, baby. This is it. And we just trying to like have like a regular conversation, talk her down, whatnot, so on and so forth.
Ah! Yeah, I got you to jump.
And
sorry.
And then all of a sudden, the knife goes from an upright position to like she flips it, and like it's now facing downward. I'm like, oh shit! So we a pro at this. We've been here before. Tasers were deployed. And it's something about that fucking zzz that'll make a motherfucker like whatever voice you got in your head, when you see that shit, it'll fucking bring you back to reality real fucking quick. So we were, eventually able, to like get her in cuffs. And I remember getting her in the wagon, and God bless her soul, we did not have enough like seat belts to strap this woman in. She was thick. So we couldn't
Trevor likes him thick.
look. And I'm trying, and I'm trying.
Come on, it's okay. You can laugh about it.
I'm trying to do my damnedest.
Trevor like it is.
Extra thick.
Trevor like it.
The thickness. and like
Sorry.
sure enough,
I like to laugh at uncomfortable positions. Sorry, so you needed the seatbelt extendo.
bro, and like I tried my and I'm pressing up on this woman, and my walkie-talkie is like jabbing her in her side, and she's like, well, if you wanted it, all you had to do was ask. I said,
Ooh.
well, all right, you know what? This ain't, hey, bro, drive slow. I got the fuck out of here and close the door. And then we get her to the hospital. And now all of a sudden she's blind and she can't see. And so now we have to guide her in the hospital, and she's trying to like I don't want to say she's doing it on purpose, but it's like she gonna hit this fucking wall if we don't fucking turn her around. And then all of a sudden it's like, all right, so now this is what we're doing now. And it's like, okay, I can't see. Open your eyes. Oh. Hey, you know what, man? Let's just, we good. The paperwork signed, everything. All right, cool. Let's get the fuck out of here. The worst one, in terms of like just pure unadulterated stupidity, was this drug deal that went wrong. So this guy called the plug, and apparently guy shows up. Hey man, what can I get for this? And the plug was like, motherfucker, you been blowing my phone up, had me come way the fuck out here, and this all you got? So he snatches the money and drives off, pissed, because I think it was like 35 bucks. Dude was fucking pissed, and he's like, fuck this. So he calls us, says he just got robbed. We get on scene, tells us what happened, and I'm like, okay, do you know where he lives? Yeah. Is he like far from here? No. Can you identify him? Yeah. Are you willing to press charges? Absolutely. All right, cool. So I take the cuffs off. Say, whoa, what are you doing? Sir, you admitted to buying drugs. We have body-worn cameras. We told you this, dude. What are you? But weed is legal. Yeah, if you buy it from a dispensary, someone that's licensed to sell it. This motherfucker looked me and my partner dead in our face and said, so you can't help me? That at that point, that's when you learn real quick. Doing this job, this is why you have to fucking like go out and socialize, because this job will make you not like people. Like, this job will have you sitting up in the middle of the night going, you know what, Thanos had the right idea. Half these motherfuckers gotta go, man. Like, just shit. But the best one, the best one, I got two. One is really sad. I'm gonna do the sad one to end on the funny one. We get a call, shots fired call. It's a kid. His mom was out all night. Him and his brother were trying to stay at a friend's place, but there wasn't an agreed upon like sleepover. So what happens is they go home. Mom's not there. She's out fucking partying. And they end up sleeping on the porch outside. Parents are like looking like, what the fuck is going on? So they eventually they got the kids and they say, hey, look, what time is she normally home? 9 something in the morning. Mom ends up getting back home. They drop the kids off, and police get called because apparently one of the kids was so fed up with this, because this is a common thing, went into the mom's purse, and I'll never forget, it was like a turquoise colored Glock, I want to say like a 43X, and it had like the silver slide. So he gets it and he starts shooting up the house.
Damn.
Mom is out. Little brother is out. We pull up. Mom's like, he's in there. So I'm like, SWAT team got involved. They're stationed up behind the house on, across the street. One guy's on the roof. And me and my partner, we're in the backyard at the next door neighbors, and we're literally down in like the little basement porch area, just like keeping ready. And the whole time I'm freaking the fuck out. I'm like, man, like, I hope they don't have to shoot this fucking kid. I hope.
You said he was like 9?
Yeah, like 9 or 10.
Jeez.
And it's fucking like, because anytime SWAT gets called in, it's a bad situation. And then this whoever took that shot, like, I hope they give that dude a fucking raise. It was like a chemical like compound that he shot like right next to the kid, and it was like he turned, breathed it in, and went the fuck down.
Wow.
And we were able to secure the gun. Kid was safe. We called the grandfather and whatnot. The father was also contacted because they don't live together. And so I just remember just being freaked the fuck out because, like, oh shit, like this, like the fucking kid had a gun. And SWAT got involved, and my partner was like, you gotta take the good with the bad. The good news is no one got hurt, and that she's gonna be charged with criminal child neglect. She's gonna be charged with child endangerment for poorly storing the firearm so it can be like gotten to in the first place. So that's the good news. So she's gonna get dealt with. The bad news is it gets worse. That same week, there was this woman on the expressway, where you take like 111th off to get to like the Monterey station in 22. She was on that, trying to get hit by cars, and my FTO and I and 2 state troopers, we had to like contain her because she kept trying to go for her guns because she was in such an abusive relationship that she wanted to kill herself, and she didn't want to go home to her abuser. So we said, hey, give us all his information so we can, start mounting a case, so on and so forth. Eventually EMTs show up, they take her blood pressure, get her stable, they get her, off to the nearest hospital and say, hey, this is the guy's information. She's definitely afraid of him, so on and so forth. State troopers took it, knock on wood. Hopefully, she's out of that situation, but it's like, you see a lot of fucked up shit. Dead bodies. There was the one guy that the drug overdose in the crack house. We saw him a week before. The following week we come back, same house, he's dead in the attic. The stairs to the attic are fucked up, so it's almost like you got to play Tomb Raider just to get up to the upper level to see him. You get up there, rats all over the place, and he's just like, he's gone. And then having to deliver that news to his family and seeing their reaction is just, it's heartbreaking. And then you got the opposite of that, where you get a wellness check. Like, hey, my grandfather, he's a veteran. We haven't heard from him. His birthday was 2 weeks ago. We haven't heard anything since. We call all the local hospitals, all the VA centers, local shelters. They haven't seen him. So now it's like, okay, well, you know what time it is. He's in the apartment. We had to get Chicago Fire to come in, let us in. And the moment they crowbarred the door open, the smell like just fucking hits, and it's like, oh my fucking God. But you still gotta go in, you know, you gotta scope the place out, make sure there's no foul play, and so on and so forth. And it's like, okay, so he's elderly, it was natural causes, no blunt force trauma that we can see, no nothing. It's just, all right, now you gotta deliver that news. So even like regardless of the situation, someone overdosed, you gotta deliver shitty news. Someone died of natural causes, you gotta deliver shitty news. But this last one, little bit of levity. Thank God. Fresh out, first day, got my big boy pants on. We get a call for a person in crisis. We show up, people are running, and I'm like, okay, this is what I trained for. This is my moment. Fuck. They running away, I'm running towards. I got my gun out on some fucking like John Wick, like what, I don't know what the fuck I was gonna think I was doing. Like, he's unarmed, and I'm like, shit. All right, let me put this. So I put the shit back in the holster, and then the one thing they tell us not to do, which is the fatal funnel. Like, you never stand directly in front of the fucking doorway. And I'm like, well, he's unarmed, you know, and I'm not thinking, and I'm sitting there and, you know, got my bass in my voice like, Chicago police, this is Officer Dixon, come out with your hands up. And so, you know, like that little, like the sound when like a frog like lands, you get that little splat sound, that little plat. Mm-hmm. So the guy's feet made that sound, and it was and I'm like, oh, this motherfucker running. He comes around the corner, built like a defensive tackle, booty bone naked. Baby, I got knocked on my ass. I'm like legit, like the fucking, like the TikTok, the brothers floating in the air. Like, I was gone. So he on top of me. I'm like, huh? And then I grab him, right? And I'm like, all right, so like, shit, man, I got this. What the wrestling training about to kick in. Like, I learned this shit at the academy. I took jiu-jitsu classes. Like, once upon a time, I do MMA, you know, training. Like, I got this shit. And like, I know I got the right grip, but why is he getting out of my grip? I don't understand how the fuck he get. And then I look and I'm like, oh, he greased. Oh no. And then like his junk is like getting close to my face. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I let him go. He take out, everybody laughing their ass off, everybody having a good time, you know, like oh shit, this the best fucking one. So this motherfucker running down the street, I go running after him. It's this old black Navy vet named Earl. Water in the grass. He see that motherfucker coming. And then he see me. And then he start watering the grass. Dude get on the grass because he don't want to run on the concrete no more. I guess his feet starting to fucking bother him. And the combination of the wet grass and like I want to say Vaseline that he had, motherfucker go whoosh. And it's like the world's like best fucking slip and slide. Oh, no. And I'm like, okay, well, fuck it. I'm already covered, so let me just dive. I dive on him and get one cuff on, and I can't, like, I'm just grabbing on the cuff because I can't grab on him. Like, otherwise I'm gonna be slipping all over the place with him. So now I'm playing keep away. I'm trying to steer him around with the cuff and shit, and we spinning and shit, and eventually he got tired, and I was able to get the other hand, cuff that, and now I'm grabbing the chain link in the middle, and it's like you fucking like riding a fucking bull or some shit. So like I'm just on like over top of the motherfucker, grabbing the chain link, his arms way the fuck back here, he out of breath. And I'm pissed because like I got knocked on my ass. I'm covered in like fucking like grease and shit. But I like, all right, cool. Fuck, the camera's on, so I got it. Are you hurt? Do you need medical assistance? This motherfucker. You win this time, officer. But next time, more grease. I said, hold the fuck on. Hold the fuck on, dog. Nah, baby. Nah, son. Nah. Ain't no more grease, motherfucker. Like, look, wait, fuck it. Next time, nah.
Oh my god.
And so Earl, like, had a bathrobe, and it barely covered this dude, but like that's all he like. Shout out to fucking Earl and fucking U.S. Navy, because goddamn. So I'm walking him back to like the apartment complex, and one of the officers hands me a phone. It's like, his mom wants to talk to you, and I'm like, okay. So it's like, hey, you know, this is my baby. You know, I knew he wasn't taking his medication. I had a feeling, but blah, blah, blah. I'm like, yeah, you know, we got him. He's okay. You know, so on and so forth. Does he, you know, because like, it's a mental health case. I don't want to put him in lockup. So it's like, you know, is there a local doctor that he goes to? Like, yeah, it's Doctors at Christ. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, could you send me the contact info to this number, so on and so forth? Oh yeah, I'm at work right now. I'm about to leave out. I'm about to get in the car. Can I just like tell you who to look up and so on and so forth? I'm like, yeah, sure. So I get the doctor's name and I look him up, and I'm like, ma'am, I think you got the wrong doctor. This is a pediatrician. Oh no, my son's 16.
Oh no.
I'm like, the fuck? This motherfucker need to be at a fucking Bears practice camp right fuck now. You telling me he's 16? Like, yeah, he's big for his age, and you know, and he's gonna be aggressive and so on and so forth. You got to get his Spider-Man headphones. And so I'm like, okay, well, do we have permission? Because like we don't have a warrant to like go in. Like, so like on the phone, you know, like, we're being recorded. Do we have permission to go? Yeah, get the Spider-Man headphones and so on and so forth. So we take them up because we got to find the headphones and whatnot. We also got to get him some pants. So we get a pair of sweats, put them on. Like we grabbed a towel to, you know, put on with the robe and whatnot, because I'm not taking those fucking cuffs off. And find the Spider-Man headphones, put them in, and I'm eventually on the way to Christ Hospital, and I have this kid's fucking phone. And he's in the back seat. No. And I'm like, oh my fucking God, okay. But you know what? Hey, this bro, like he's a kid. This is what you signed up for. You know. Then we find a song that he likes. If I never hear "Party in the USA" ever again, that fucking song haunts me. And that motherfucker, and the Jay-Z song was on, and the Jay-Z song was on. So I put my hands, and this motherfucker just like acting like he did just knock me on my ass like some fucking 15 minutes ago. But then like his music mix is just like it was the most random fucking thing. And if I had to hazard a guess that this is like what it's like being in that kid's head, then God fucking bless him. Cause like, man, like we went from that to, I shit you not, fucking Natural Born Killers with Ice Cube and Dr. Dre, and like I'm sitting there like, damn, he kind of getting that shit. Get you, yeah. They call me Dada. 6 million ways to murder. Chew, and I'm like, ooh, But man, that was the day when I realized, hey man, I don't know if this is like gonna be for me or not. And then that direct deposit hit. I'm like, all right, yeah, you know what, doing due diligence, serving and protecting, all that kind. And like honestly, like, as a black guy, like I get it, relationships with the police and what they are, but it's like not every fucking police officer is a horrible person. You got some really fucking solid ones that are out there. I ain't gonna lie, you got some dumb ones. But you got some really fucking good solid ones out there. And like to everyone, first response, EMTs, Chicago Fire, CPD, like anywhere, not just Chicago, like the world over. Thank you for what you fucking do, man. Because we don't get paid enough for this shit. I can tell you that. God damn.
And thank you for what you do, man. It's it's a very selfless job, and you really are making a big difference in the world. And I think it's really important for a lot of young kids to see a guy like yourself, behind the badge and doing the job. What are some positive moments that you can take away from the job?
Man, there was, because again, like you got like the negativity of like being associated with the police, and you deal with kids a lot. Like in that area, you got Morgan Park High School, and you got fucking Percival Julian. You got Finger, like and like every day 3:30 kids get out. It's chaos, and you got to make sure they don't do this and they don't do that, and so on and so forth. But the one interaction that I had was late one night during, I want to say in November. It was snowing, and we get a call for this little girl who is threatening suicide. And, she's like, I don't want to be here anymore. I don't want to do this, so on and so forth. Freezing cold, talking to this girl so she can know that she matters. Her family loves her. Like, you got people that are here for you. And that's like, that to me is the moment where it's like, yeah, this is why. I don't care how cold it is. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's hot as hell. Whatever. If it takes us 15 minutes to talk you through, it takes 15 minutes. If it takes an hour, 2, 3, then it takes 2 to 3 hours. That's what we're here for. And in that moment, that's when it was like, okay, yeah. This is what wearing that uniform means. It's not having the gun and the badge and the badge bunnies as nice as they are. It's it's not, oh, I can go to 7-Eleven and get free drinks and shit. It's actually being able to talk to people, especially kids that have these thoughts, and let them know, hey man, you're not alone. Like you got this, and we're gonna help you. That was the moment where it was like, yeah, this is what being a first responder is about. So
hell yeah, man. It's powerful. It's really important work, man. And I'm really proud of you for it, man. I know that especially nowadays, it's not an easy job. And I grew up in a cop family too, and 10, 20 years ago, it still wasn't an easy job, especially now. And I just want to say I'm really proud of you, man, and you really are making a big difference. And whether it's making smiles out in the ring or talking someone off a ledge, man, you're making the world a better place. And I love you, and I appreciate you for it, man.
Love you too, man.
Man.
Gay.
Motherfucker. Trying to have a real moment here on the show. Oh, shit. Fucking Chris. Oh, man. Well, hey man, we're getting about that time to kind of wrap it up here. I
Oh,
told you
shit,
this time
yeah.
flies when we're just having fun here, right?
Man, the problem was, I just don't know how to shut the fuck up. So
No. Like I said, man, you're a man of many great stories. So having you on is definitely an honor, and I knew we were gonna have a lot of fun tonight.
man, dude, hey, if you want to do this again, man, let me know. I'll come in part 2. I don't give a fuck.
Please, yeah, we would absolutely love that, man. Let's get to the gym sometime soon.
Yep, let's do it, man. Shit,
Get it, man.
got a good workout routine now. Like mostly all my shit is kettlebell now.
Yeah,
That shit be whooping your ass, man. But
that's
it's like
full body movement too,
Yeah.
man. You're really compound moving there.
But it's a good hurt, man. Especially I like doing like the EMOM, the every minute on the minute. Man, like 15 fucking rounds, as many of the exercises as you can do, and it's like whatever time you got left in that minute, that's your rest break before you get started. So if you only got like 10 seconds left, you got to make them fucking count and just go right the fuck back in. But I fucking love it, man. I'm like this close to being able to see my feet again and other stuff.
Get it. Well, hey, man, before we wrap up the night, is there any last messages you want to send out to our listeners?
Oh man, yeah. I actually wrote it down because I'm trying to be an adult and whatnot, and take this seriously.
I know Super Wrestlers. Next one is November 30th.
Yeah,
That was one of them.
yeah. That's see, man. Look, shit, you better than I am with this shit, man.
I did my homework.
So a couple of shows that are coming up. Super Wrestlers, Concord Music Hall. Next show, I believe, is November 30th. Wrestle League has 2 shows coming up. Multiverse Combat, October 30th at Magoo's in Bedford Park. And Beats and Brawls, Rage in the Cage, December 19th at Lincoln Hall. If you are trying to be a pro wrestler, of course, check out Wrestle League and the legendary Bergman Eagles Club, and of course, the Ice Pick Academy. Again, Vic Capri, great human being, dope dude. He'll beat the shit out of you, but he'll make sure that you can actually hang in the ring. That's 420 North York Street in Elmhurst, and yeah. Let's see the takeaway thing. Oh. Yeah. If you remember nothing else other than me getting like tackled by a naked, greased up like teenager, remember that you can be more than one thing. Don't settle for less than your talent allows, and good things still happen in this world.
Amen to that, man.
Yeah.
Cool.
Man.
Well, we appreciate you coming by tonight, Chris. And again, man, I say this to you all the time, and you always say gay, but I really fucking mean it, man. You came into my life when my mom was really sick, and you helped me get through a lot of really dark times. Whether it was just talking to me in Miss Hayes' Spanish class,
Man, yeah.
or just talking movies, just goofing around. I've always saw you as a really incredible friend, and I'm so thankful that shit, how long has it been since we graduated?
God damn. Don't tell nobody, man.
Many years, we'll say. After all these years, we've still remained brothers, and
Yeah.
I want to say I love you, man, and I'm super incredibly fucking proud of you, and if I don't say it enough, I'll say it again. I'm super incredibly fucking proud of you, dude, and I love you tremendously.
Love you too, man.
And I can't wait to see where the next decade goes with our friendship, buddy.
Man, bro, we gotta at least get on some type of shenanigans on a film set together. Like I think that's like the penultimate, like, hey, these motherfuckers making a movie together. Like, who gave these motherfuckers a budget? I don't know, man. Like, But like, I can't wait, man.
Yeah, you know, I think you and I always had this same idea, you know, when we were in high school talking comedy movies of like the Adam Sandler group of like being able to go and work with your friends in such a creative, comedic environment. Like how that's not even work. That's just sheer joy, man. Well, here's one of the many steps we're gonna get to that, brother. And again, man, I tremendously love you with all my heart, and you're gonna keep on rocking and rolling, and I'm always gonna be there in your corner, rooting you on as a wrestler, as a cop, as a comic, wherever life may take you. I'm always gonna be in your corner, brother.
Hey, man, you got my back, I got yours, man.
Absolutely, man. I love you, dude.
Love you too, man.
Gay.
God damn it! Fuck, that's what that feels like.
Got him.
Shit.
Well, we're going to wrap it on up here, you guys. Again, thank you all so much for joining us here at Hawk Wins Radio Picture Show. If you want to check out more of Chris Dixon and all of his work, we got his stuff down in the description below. Follow him on social medias. Go out to the Super Wrestlers. Support the Super Wrestlers. Again, he's got some other stuff coming up with the Wrestle League. Anytime you want to go see him, watch him perform, I guarantee you're going to absolutely love it. He's an incredible entertainer. Chris, again, thank you so much, brother. Love and appreciate you. And yeah, we're going to send it on out to you guys. You know, for those of you who stuck around for the whole entire show, again, we wanted to say thank you for watching the show. Me and Jay always leave you guys with a little message at the end of the night. Do you got a message you want to send out to the folks, Jay Smooth?
Gay. Just kidding.
Hey, we can do that. Be gay. Spread happiness.
Sure, why not?
spread those cheeks. No, I'm kidding.
Frogs are gay. You're gay. I'm gay. We're all gay.
Gay
Especially the frogs.
and happy. No, man. Do you got one, or do you want me to throw it out?
Go ahead, bro.
I'm just gonna say it, man. Every day is another chance to be your own hero. Not all heroes wear capes. A lot of them wear badges. A lot of them wear firefighter helmets. A lot of them wear scrubs and masks. A lot of them walk dogs. You never really know where a hero might lie. It might lie inside of your heart. My encouragement to everybody out there is to be a hero of your own. Spread some love and joy. If you see a hero and you acknowledge a hero, acknowledge them. Say thank you. Believe me, they don't hear it quite nearly enough as they should. Thank them. It is a selfless job to do, and somebody's got to do it. And again, I come from a family of a lot of first responders, and I just want to say to all the first responders out there, military as well, we thank you for your service. Thank you for keeping us safe. Thank you for blessing the world, man. You know, big and small, whether you're putting out fires or tackling 16-year-olds who are all greased up like they just got out of a Diddy party. Or whatever it may be, you know, spread love, give acknowledgement, give thank yous. Sometimes heroes just say, gotta say thank you, or hold the door for someone. Just be a good person. But that's all we got for you guys today. Again, thank you all for joining us here at Hawkwinds Radio Picture Show, where we come to you live every Wednesday at Q4 Radio. Again, please check out some of our other videos as well. And again, thank you guys for joining us. My name is Jack Dwyer.
And I'm Jay Smooth.
And that's our guest, Chris Dixon. You guys have a wonderful